let's do a pack with me. Friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Lize. I am a Disney Plush collector from the UK and I am going on a Disney cruise, so let's pack together. So if you didn't see my trip announcement, I will leave a card up above, but full disclosure, I'm already back by the time this packing video goes up, so even though I'm talking in future tense, it's already happened and you will start to see the vlogs next Friday. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to watch those. I am really excited to share our cruise with you. So just to recap, we are going on a 7-night cruise from Barcelona. We will only have 1 day fully at sea and the rest will be port days. So this cruise is probably the most stressful one I've ever had to pack for, because I need to think what I want to wear when we're at port, what I want to wear for meal times at night. So this video is actually being filmed before I do the packing because I get very worked up when I have to do both together, and since this is my most stressful cruise to pack for yet, I need to give myself time to do that. So the first cruise we went on was a Disney Magic at Sea. If you didn't see the vlogs, I will leave a card up above to the playlist. It was just me and my mum. It was 3 nights, so all we really did was look up the themes of the restaurants and pick an outfit for each, and then just some daytime outfits. The people who went on 4-night cruises didn't know which restaurant would repeat, so they had that added stress, but luckily I didn't have that stress at the time, but I do now, because with 7 nights and 3 restaurants and only 2 themed days, that means there is another 2 nights where I don't know what restaurant we're in. So that will mean I'm probably taking fairly neutral Disney dresses or fairly neutral normal dresses, just so that it works for wherever we are basically. And then the 7-night Disney cruise we did from Florida, and if you didn't see that from last year, I will leave a card up above. Yes, we didn't know the rotation again, but I just took Disney dresses again, neutral Disney dresses. We knew we had a pirate night as well, and we just had a couple of port stops. I think there were 3 in total, so I didn't really think too hard about what I was going to pack, and especially since we had just been to Walt Disney World the week before as well, I was mainly trying to pack light for merchandise. And the Florida and cruise trip was me, Mum and Joe, which was good for me because Joe packs quite light, so I get half of his suitcase as well as all of mine. So now I'm in a position where I've got quite a lot of baggage for 7 nights. The baggage situation is that we all have a large suitcase in the hold on the plane to and from Barcelona, and then the 3 of us, because it's me, Mum and Joe again, can all have cabin bags. So I'm also taking a little suitcase for in the cabin, just a Primark one, and just a little handbag, but my mum and Joe will probably just bring things back in bigger bags. So I'm going to pack an extra bag for Joe, and Mum will probably have her cruise line Loungefly. But I've got all of those dimensions. The bags I'm using do fit our dimensions. So it's just a case, and I hope I can manage it, that I don't fill both suitcases, so I do have room for merchandise. I did talk about what merchandise I wanted to get in my trip announcement video, so make sure you go back and watch that if you're interested to know what I am looking for when the shops open. So to help with the packing this time, I have written down our itinerary so I know which ports are which days. I've also written out the 3 restaurants and the 2 themed nights, but like I said, there are 2 days where I don't know what restaurant we're going to be in, so it's probably just a case of hoping for the best, really. I don't really have anywhere to hang my clothes outside of my wardrobe until I'm ready to pack, so I basically just made a little section in my wardrobe of what I plan to take. I have to do this weeks in advance in case I just need to do a last minute shopping trip, because I don't do last minute. My last minute is like a week or 2 before. I'm hoping the weather will be nice because we are going to France, Italy and Spain, so I am going to be taking quite a lot of summer clothing. I might not take this Spirit jersey that I'm wearing because as much as I love it, it's a little bit basic. They usually sell it on every single cruise. The 2 cruises I went on, they did have it, and it was the first cruise that I got it from, and then I didn't take it on the second because I thought if they sell it then everyone will be wearing it. I don't think I'll take my Castaway Key one either, because I love this one for the little tie effect, and the Castaway Key one doesn't have that. And also my mum was talking about not wanting to look like a tourist when we're at port, and I think if I was wearing this then I would really look like a tourist, but I might take it, I might not. So the big suitcase is obviously going to have all of my clothing in. If we knew what restaurant we were in the first night, I would probably have put something in my smaller suitcase, but you don't find out until you get on board and they've already got your suitcase by that point. But both cruises I've been on before, we have managed to get our luggage before we needed to head to dinner. So I should have time to change, hopefully, because I'm just going to be in probably a t-shirt. I'm thinking of wearing my Magic at Sea t-shirt, even though we're getting on the Dream. The Disney cruises are still magical, so I think it matches, and I would like to get more wear out of that shirt. So I would probably wear that with some linen trousers with that shirt, and it's not really something I'd want to go to dinner in, but if I have to, I will have to. So I will need 7 nights of evening outfits, 7 days of daytime outfits. I don't think there will be much overlap. There might be a day where I wear the dress I'm wearing in the daytime to the evening meal, because picturing that dress, I do want to get a lot of wear out of it. But for the most part, there's going to be a lot of changes. So I need to fold these clothes in such a way that they don't take up too much room. I am of course using my Stitch packing cubes that I got from Primark recently. I do also have some spare flower ones if I need to use some more, but the Stitch ones will fill one side of the big suitcase. It's just whether or not I want to have some in my cabin suitcase as well. But when we get to that, you will see why I'm probably not going to do that. So whenever I pack, I use the biggest packing cube for the actual items of clothing. So in this instance, it will be the dresses, maybe the t-shirts if they fit in. And then the medium one will be leggings, pyjamas. I think I'm going to take a mixture of short and long pyjamas so that I've got something to cover all temperatures. And then the smallest one is always for underwear. Underwear is always really easy. I've got so much underwear that I could pack a few weeks in advance and not struggle in my day-to-day life because I've got plenty of underwear. So I could do that one pretty much whenever I want to. So that fills the one side. Obviously shoes go underneath these packing cubes, so I'm thinking of, so I've got some Primark sandals to wear just around the ship, around the pool. I'm not sure whether I'll take my Crocs. They are what I tend to wear if my feet are hurting, so I might do, but I do have the Stitch ones if I really am struggling. I will obviously take my black Toms, but I might also take a pair of Converse because they are really good for a lot of walking, because I know when we get to Rome there will be an awful lot of walking. And then in the other side I'm going to put in some vacuum bags because I will probably need those to vacuum down the clothes that need to be washed. or if I buy any plush, although I don't think there will be that many plush this trip, to be honest. I will also put my toiletries in here because they are going in the hold on the plane, so I haven't got to worry going through airport security about that. I might also put my main electronics in here as well, because I have to take out a lot of my electronics when we're going through security, and I would just like to keep it as stress-free as possible, shall we say, because I hate airport security. And then I'm hoping, because I haven't actually packed it yet, so I haven't seen it, that there is wiggle room in this suitcase, at least on the side that the toiletries are in. I don't want to be in a situation where I've got a completely full suitcase. The packing cube side will always be full because it's got all my clothes in, but it's the other side that I would like to keep fairly empty. Now moving on to my cabin bag. Like I said, it's the Primark one that I took to Walt Disney World. It did end up a little bit dented because it went in the hold for Walt Disney World, and now I refuse to let it go in the hold because of the little crack in it. This is going to have in it my plush, basically. So I think I'm going to take my Remy shoulder plush with me. I am going to take Duffy with me. So here he is. He's still dressed from his March 2023 Disneyland Paris trip. I set myself a task that if Duffy was going to come with me, he was going to have an outfit for every night. So I laid out all the outfits he already had, and he needed a couple more. So I went to Build-A-Bear and also bought some on Vinted. So he does have an outfit for every single day of the cruise, and I'm really, really excited about that. Again, he's a bit like me. He does have some spare outfits because I don't know what our dining rotation is going to be, but he will just have one outfit a day. All that concerns me is if his day one outfit didn't match the restaurant that we get first. Although I could switch him, but I'm just a bit extra like that. So I think I might put his outfits in just a little packing cube so that they don't roll around the suitcase. He will obviously just go in the suitcase. I won't carry him. Although on the way home I could probably get away with carrying him, which is good. But I'm really excited to take him with me. It means I haven't got to buy one just for the sake of sleeping with, because I will sleep with Duffy. He doesn't have any pyjamas, and there weren't any pyjamas I liked when I went to Build-A-Bear, so he will probably just be naked at night time. I'm thinking long and hard about what new emo to take with me. I will probably only take one because I've also got Duffy and I've got the shoulder plush. There's going to be quite a lot going on, so I don't want to overload myself with a load of plush, because obviously the more I take, the more space that is taking up for when I'm on the way back. One of Duffy's outfits involves making this Build-A-Bear naked, because I really want to take this outfit with me, so I'm very sorry to this one, but Duffy comes first. I will probably get asked at some point why I didn't choose to take Gelatoni, because Gelatoni is my favourite, but the thing is I deliberately bought another Duffy so that I've got like a travel Duffy that I can take around with me that doesn't mess up my collection, so that's why I'm taking Duffy. But I am taking some Gelatoni things with me. So I'm taking my Gelatoni pass holder that I got from Tokyo Disneyland. This is going to have my room key in it, another couple of bits. It won't fit my phone, so I will need a bag as well as this, but that's okay. And I'm also taking my new Gelatoni 3-way bag that Bello Shop HK gifted to me back in March, and I'm also taking my 3-way Gelatoni bag that Bello Shop HK gifted me back in April. I chose this with the cruise in mind because obviously this cruise has been booked a year, so I knew it was coming even if you didn't know it was coming, so I picked that to be sent because I wanted it for the cruise. But that means that I don't necessarily need to take Gelatoni with me, because Duffy will be coming with me with all of his outfits. Ears, I'm not sure whether I'll take, because I don't know when I would wear them, but there are 3 sets that I do like and might take with me, so I will just have a think about that. They would complement some outfits, but I would literally just be wearing them of an evening. I'm not sure whether it's worth it. Do-do-be-do-be-do. I do also have the opportunity this cruise to take my wishables with me to have pictures of them on the boat, and I'm still deciding whether to do that, because obviously if anything were to happen to them I wouldn't be able to get them again, because it was a struggle to get them the first time. At the moment the cabin suitcase is just looking like it's only going to contain plush, and that's why it's the one that's staying with me, because I have a lot of plush I don't want to lose. And then electronics wise, even though I don't know which bag they're going to go into yet, I will also obviously be taking all of my chargers, all of my portable battery packs. I think I'm going to take my Kindle because there might be some evenings where I'd like to read on the veranda, so I'm going to take it with me. It can't hurt not to. I don't tend to take paperbacks and hardbacks with me because they just take up space, but a Kindle's really, really thin, so I might take that with me. I need to also make sure I pack my medications and things, but you don't need to see that. I will just pop the pouch probably in the hold luggage. And that is me packed. I'm hoping it wasn't too stressful. If it transpires that I packed wrong and I've got outfits that don't match the restaurants, it doesn't really matter because I'm making sure it matches for at least one night, so it doesn't really matter if another night it's not. I'm just really looking forward to being on a Disney cruise again. It has kind of become my favourite Disney experience over the parks because I just love how relaxed it is. We get to see shows on board, we get to shop on board, which I love. I get to try new food. It's just an amazing experience. And I might be packing for Joe, so if I'm packing for Joe, I am for sure going to put some footage in because I'm not doing it for no content. But that is it from me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. I'm obviously not doing a what's in my parks bag video because it's not that kind of place. You can literally just walk around with your phone and your room key and you can just go back and get whatever you need as and when. So I won't be doing that, which means that the vlogs will start next Friday. So I really hope you will join me for that. Have a great weekend and I will see you on Tuesday for a regular video. Bye friends!